Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing the 20-minute makeup challenge tag, and my challenge is going to be a little bit different because, as you guys know, I am on a no-spend makeup diet. So I'm going to be using things that I was able to get creatively, as well as a few things that I did purchase yesterday with the gift card that Ashley gave me. So basically what I did was yesterday I decided to be creative about it, and I had asked for a couple samples of the Bare Essentials stuff, and I was able to get the hydrating moisturizer packet, and I was able to get a mini Buki brush and a little thing of my shade of foundation, and I was able to get this Lights Camera Lashes by Tarte. It's a little sample. So that will take care of my foundation, my moisturizer, and my mascara. And as you guys saw yesterday at Sephora, I bought the Tokidoki Line Papa palette, and I got this for $6. It's brand new, so I'll be using that for my eyebrows, my eyeshadow, and my cheeks. And the Sephora lip palette I bought that was $3. And then the only other thing, I'm going to use a Bare Essentials brush that I already have, so I guess we'll count that in the cost. Even though I didn't purchase it, to be fair, I'll count that in the cost. So this brush retails for $18, and then the two products I purchased yesterday that I've actually bought totaled $9. So, you know, I'm a little over budget, but the way that I can basically tell you guys is I already had this in my possession, but if you don't have one of these in your possession, you can go out to any drugstore and buy an a e.l.f. brush for $1, the same kind of brush. So I had e.l.f. brushes, but I had a couple brand new ones, and I just sent them off as my box gift thing. So I don't have any e.l.f. brushes, but I already had this one, so I'm going to use this. So you know, if you want to be technical, I did go over the $20 budget because of this brush price, but I already had this brush in my possession. I didn't buy it. But you can sub it and do an e.l.f. brush for $1. So technically my budget was only $10. So for this whole entire look. So here we go. Let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is moisturize my skin with this little packet that I got. And they were nice enough to ask me if I wanted the regular or the combination, and I chose the combination because, as you guys know, I have, you know, combination skin. So I'm going to moisturize my face with this completely, and I didn't have money, obviously, to buy a primer because primers are super expensive. So I'm just going to moisturize, I'm just going to moisturize my face really good and hope that it works well enough that I won't need a primer. And I'm sorry if I'm looking that way. There's a mirror that way. Okay. So I have no eye primer, no makeup primer, so I'm really hoping that, you know, the moisturizer was enough to kind of keep it in. But, so there's that packet. Let me just throw that out. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do my eyes because, the moisturizer needs some time to soak into my skin. So I'm taking this Tokidoki Line Papa palette, and it has 4 eyeshadow colors and a blush. And I'm actually going to, let me peel the little plastic off because this is brand new. I showed you guys this yesterday in my gift haul. And I'm actually going to use the taupey color here. I'm going to use a mix of that and this darker color, and I'm going to fill my eyebrows in with the one brush that I have, and then I'm going to use the Buki brush that I got for free, and I'm going to use that for blush later on, as well as my foundation. So I'm going to also use a mix of this real pretty, like, goldy, limey color, and this color right here, and do like a cute smoky eye. So let's see how that goes. So I'm going to use my brush, and I'm going to take this greeny gold color right here, and I'm going to put it all over my lid. And again, I don't have any eye primer on because I could not afford it in my budget, and my eyes tend to have a little bit of a red look to them. So I always wear an eye primer, but unfortunately I couldn't afford one. So, you know, because eye primers are really expensive. And yeah, I could have went out and purchased products, but in the spirit of my no-spend diet, I thought this tag would be super fun and challenging to do, not being able to spend any money of my own. So the fact that Ashley had given me that gift card yesterday was such a big help that I was able to do this tag easily. Now, of course, I don't have enough brushes to, I don't have a blending brush or anything like that, so, I'm just going to be able to blend it using my fingers and things like that. I'm just going to have to use my fingers and get creative. And that's what it's all about, right? I mean, that's the whole point of this challenge, is to do it and be creative. And yesterday when I was at Sephora, that's why I didn't show you guys that in my haul. I probably should have, because it wasn't really a haul, because they were free samples. But I thought, how can I get creative and do this challenge and still be well within my budget? So that's how I did it. I'm just going to use my finger in this white color right here, and I'm just going to go underneath the brow, just to take down some of that redness of my lid. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this like taupey color right here, and I'm going to try really hard to fill my brows in. I mean, they don't really need to be filled in that bad, so I don't think it's going to be that much of an issue. There. See, it doesn't look that bad. And that's the fun part about this. And I'll come back and do the cheeks with that later. But I'm going to open up my sample here. They were so sweet to give me the sample of that. They asked me what shade I wanted. And I got it in the regular, because they did have matte. Or no, I'm sorry, I did get it in the matte. Because I don't think they had regular. Because I think I've told you guys this before. I like the regular foundation because I feel like it has like a luminous effect. But they didn't have any of the regular left. So I did get the matte. That's what it looks like. And it came with this little tiny Buki brush, which is adorable, but it's probably going to be quite the challenge. Because as you guys have seen my video on BE before, I really like to blend. I think that's the main key of making the makeup look good with mineral makeup, is blending. And it's really hard to blend a lot with this little brush because it's so little. And as you can see, my face is not perfect today. I still have some breakouts from, as I was telling you guys, I was using some samples that I had gotten from my Birchbox, and it's still very agitated around my mouth. So it's probably not going to look the best today, but I'm going to try as hard as I can for you guys. That's the fun of the challenge, right? Is trying as best as you can and with what you have. Work with what you got. And this was actually quite, I'll be honest, I think it was really fun. To go in there and look around at Sephora and be like, how can I be creative? And the ladies in there are so sweet at my Sephora. And when I said to them, do you have any samples of Bare Essentials? And they said, sure, what shade are you? And, they asked me if I knew my shade. And when I told them my shade, they pulled this little, the little set out. And I thought that was really awesome. I know that my Bare Essentials boutique in the mall, I know that they also will give you a sample like this. But I just went to Sephora because honestly, I just was like, I'm here already. And I didn't want to walk around a bunch of stores. I wanted to see if I could do it all in one store. Now, I'm using quite a bit of this, as you can see, because it's a tiny little lid, so it's not really holding that much. But it's looking pretty good, actually. Amazingly enough. Like I said, for being a tiny little brush. And also for it being matte. I'm not used to having the matte foundation. Which, it's personal preference. If you guys like the matte, I just find that I like the regular. Because I do like that little luminous look to it. So, I have some redness in my cheeks today too, I've noticed. So I'm trying really hard to not cover it so much because I'm going to put blush and things like that on, but okay, so I'm just about done with the foundation. Okay, and so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to the cheeks, and I'm going to use this really pretty pinky color right here. It's really pigmented. It's really pretty though. It's like a goldy pinky color. Okay. And then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take this taupey color right here and I'm going to use that as a bronzer, like a contour. And I think it's really doing a nice job of being a contour. They just contoured it nicely. Okay, so that's that. The next thing I'm going to do is just put on my mascara. Now, I don't have any eyeliner on today. What I could do, if you guys want a really smoky look, you can actually take this dark color that I used to create a smoky eye, and you can actually just take it, and you can just lightly, you know, create a nice little smoky, like, liner look. I personally don't mind not having a ton of, you know. Okay, I'm going to take the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, and I'm going to coat my lashes with that. And again, I apologize for looking straight ahead, but there's a mirror back there. Alright, and then last but not least, my Sephora lip palette. And I'm going to use the brush that came with it. And I'm just going to use like this peachy coral color right here. And it's really nice and moisturizing. I like this stuff. Alright. So there you go. There's the finished look. Let me just pull the camera up here close so you can see. It's like just a subtle smoky eye look with some cheek color and contour, and then the lips. So I hope that you guys really like this, and you guys have a great day. Bye!